Greetings, family. I am on. We're going to wait till people come in the building. I'm looking at the time right now, and I may actually be a few minutes early, but that's okay. We're here. We are here. I so appreciate you. Look like the notice is out. Andrew Berry, greetings. The first question will come from you, since I see you are the first one to sign in this evening when you're ready. Um, what can I say? Let me give you all an update. I am in the Gambia, as you know, and I have been here since June 28th. So that was around the time when, stuff was jumping off in the States, right? Y'all know I came in December and with my son. We went to Ghana, Sierra Leone, and Gambia, and I decided that I wanted to return to Gambia. So I have you all in my room with me because, as you can see, the power is out. Yeah, the power is out. But so let me see if I can answer any questions. I'm new to this. This is my first time. It says messages are visible, so I guess they will come up. Please feel free if y'all have questions. Oh, blessings, TT. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. The purpose of this live, of course, is to answer any questions that you all may have about the Gambia, about the transition. I want this to be informative for you all. Okay, so I have all kind of messages popping up on my phone, but I'm not dealing with that right now. Y'all are the priority, so feel free. I'm glad that you are here. TT, where are you from? What state are you from? For those of you who may not know, I am from Brooklyn, New York, and then I lived in Reading, Pennsylvania for 8 from. My parents are. My dad is from Barbados, of Bayesian descent. His people are from Christchurch, Barbados, and my mom's people are Gullah Geechees from the Carolinas. So I have the blessing of having those backgrounds, right? That blend of culture. Yeah. So shout out to New York City, Brooklyn in particular. Shout out to all my high school friends from Brooklyn Tech, my college friends from Marymount College, folks I grew up with. And shout out to like all you high vibration YouTubers. Like I just really appreciate y'all. I do. I definitely do. So please feel free. If y'all want to start with any questions, of course there's some things that I want to address that I think will be important to your journey here. Okay, cool. I see. I was born and raised in Detroit and have been living in Dallas. Ran track together, actually. She lives there and she seems to love it. Hey, there's my sister. And yes, you are a moderator. I don't even know if you knew that, right? But I felt fancy, y'all. When I set up the YouTube channel, they give you the option of selecting moderators. And I chose Sister Kiddist, a Global Green Book brother that did my intro. Yeah. So like I was saying, I'm in the Gambia. I'm in my own place now. There is a power outage, so please forgive me. It is what it is. But let me show y'all what I'm using for light, right? Because then y'all would want to know what you need to use. So I'm using a little generator. Look, can y'all see that? It's a generator. It has a flashing light on it. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's a little generator. And it has all the plugs at the back. So I'm plugged up. So this is what I have. It's a portable one. And my brother Corey from Limblig sent me that generator. Yeah. So that's something you will want to consider. Portable generators as well as solar panels, right? Because they have a briefcase solar panel, which I've been trying to get here for the longest, but it's taken a minute. And you can power that up with your portable generator. Yeah, so that's important. So in the Gambia since June 28th, Y'all know some of this story. When I arrived, I stayed with someone. We gonna wait till a few more people come in, and then I'm gonna get into that. I knew that situation didn't work for me just by being there with day one, and I had to get out of there. Um, After that, I was like, I need my own place, you know. So I went to a compound. The compound is actually a building. There's 3 floors. I live on the top floor. I have an amazing ocean view, and that was important to me coming to the Gambia, that I wanted to be by the ocean. And you know, there's a spiritual piece to that. I get to do my grounding and just meditate. So it's a blessing, truly a blessing. And please, as you come in, hit the like button. Be sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and share the live, because I'm sure, you know, there'll be some questions that we're gonna really get into. As y'all saw the title, right? It was smoke and mirrors, because listen, that's why you my friend. Nah, I'm joking, right? Listen, you know what? I don't even know. All I know is my clothes is big, right? If y'all notice, I had this pink jumpsuit when I first came. I put it on. You couldn't tell me nothing, right? I was stuffing stuff in, pulling up the zipper. Now I put the jumpsuit on, and it's like moving around on me. And that's when I realized I had lost a little bit of weight. I don't even know, because you know, when I'm in the States, I have a scale in my bathroom. I don't have a scale here. I don't get off and on the scale. I just know that I'm eating better, right? And I think that has a lot to do with the electricity, because you don't want to put a lot in your refrigerator, because when the power goes out, your fridge goes, right? The only way you don't have a problem with your fridge probably is if you have a solar refrigerator. They're a little more expensive, and there's a kit that goes with it that's expensive too, and that's like 25,000 dalasi, which is about $500 just for this solar fridge, right? Is that about 500? Am I saying that right? Yeah, because yeah, 25,000 for the fridge, and then the additional pieces are extra, so 500 plus, right? Which doesn't sound like a lot of money in the States, but it's a lot of money here. So I just bought like a regular fridge. It's very small. It's almost like a college fridge, except it's about my height. And I just use it to keep like ice water, and I don't keep much in there. If I buy fresh fish, I buy it for like 2 or 3 days at a time. Most of the time, I'm buying fresh fish. My auntie is here. I love you, Aunt Brenda. I didn't get to speak to you. She says I never call her aunt, but I don't call her aunt because she looks too young. But she was always my mom's baby sister. I love you. She's in Tuskegee, Alabama. Shout out to Aunt Brenda, y'all. Love you much. My mom's baby sister. You know, when my mom passed away, my aunt stepped up, right? It's a blessing when your parents have siblings, because they leave you with a piece of them. So I love her. I'm gonna try not to get all mushy. But yeah, so I wanted to tell y'all about the solar fridge is an option. The blessing about my oh, look at XDMC blessings. I was just talking about how I made you a moderator, and you probably didn't know. um, the stove. I have an electric and a gas stove. So when the power goes out, um, I'm able to still use. I can light the top of the stove and still cook, right? My goddaughter is here. Blessings, blessings, Audrey, welcome. My goddaughter Tria, y'all. Beautiful young sister. I'm hoping she gets over here to the continent to see me soon. So yeah, so that's what I was saying. So far, we talking about appliances, right? That the power goes off and on, you know, and you got to really think about that, because for some people, that's like, what can I say? That is a deal breaker for them if they don't have steady power, or if there's power outages, especially if you have like health issues where you have to keep like medication in a fridge. You got to be careful. You know, I'm thinking about like the diabetics, people with insulin. Like, you got to really be careful with that. You have to make sure you have a proper refrigerator. I bought a used fridge because I think it's like, you know, this is not my house. It's an apartment. And quite honestly, I'm really waiting to move into the village. Some opportunities have come up, and I'm just really looking to make that move. But I have a commitment here, and I'm closer to work. I can't move to the village until I get a car. because where I want to live is way out, and you need to be able to drive because the local taxis are not going out to that area. On how to improve the grid. Great question, Audrey. Great question. One of the biggest issues, and I was talking about this before, is that the country is not mapped. And I don't know, like I swear, I think it's intentional. But like you can't even Google places because it's just not mapped. So you have to Google like the closest place to where you're going. There are no street names, in case you all didn't know that. There are no addresses. There are no zip codes, right? So it's kind of like it's messy. It's messy. Um, I think that is going to be our role as the diaspora comes in to address that. Really, it's going to be up to us. Blessings, yeah, yeah, yeah. They're really. I don't know of any groups that are talking about that. The things that I hear people talking about are directories for the diaspora so that we can support each other's businesses. Because a lot of other folks have businesses here, and it's interesting because where we opened our business at, um, there was some available stores, and whenever brothers and sisters come, I tell them, listen, this space is available. I'll talk to the owner. I'll get him for you. You know, I'm glad you're needed here for real, for real. So you start thinking about what it is you want to do. I introduced him to the owner, and just yesterday, when I tell you, it was like a Moroccan couple, an Asian couple, a Lebanese couple, all of them are coming. Times many of us are the only ones that are hesitant, hesitant to come here and do the things that we need to do to progress. um, I don't know, you have to know what your vision is. For me, it was just so much easier to come here and get things going. I felt like there was so many obstacles in the States that it was almost discouraging, right? Because every time you want to do something, there's a payment or there's a hoop for you to jump through. So it's easier to get things going here because people want what you have. It's that simple. So please, as you're coming in, please hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and share this live, right? Yes, there's definitely, we got work to do, y'all, for real. A lot of people came here, they was like, yo, I'm going there to retire. But when they get here, they realize, okay, there's work to be done. And you know what? You are not coming here coincidentally. You are coming here because there is something that you are supposed to do, right? Your purpose, whatever that is, like know your purpose. I've been asking questions the last couple of weeks, telling folks, you know, do you believe you're spiritual? Do you believe you have a mission? Do you believe you have gifts? And I'm not talking anything magical. I'm talking about that inherent gift that we all have as an African diaspora. We have a gift, right? How are you using your gift? And like I said, that bureaucracy is just frustrating. It really is. It's frustrating. It's discouraging. I remember just being a homeowner in the States and hating it, right? Like I owned property with my ex-husband. It was a nightmare. So the last thing I was thinking was that I wanted to come here and deal with that. But what you realize here is that when you own property, it's for you to have your own peace and solace and to just be able to get up and breathe. Greetings, Empress Makeba. Thank you for joining us. Makeba or Makiba? I hope I'm saying that correctly. Welcome, welcome. And please, y'all, like I said, drop your questions. If I can answer your questions, I don't have any problem doing that. And if I can't, I'm going to tell you I can't. That's something Gambian people don't do. Honey, they will yes you to death. You will swear they on the same page as you, and they not. You will realize later when you say something else to them that they didn't understand a word you said. So I'm not going to yes you to death if I don't know the answer. If I don't know what it is, I'm going to tell you, you know what, I'm going to have to research that and get back to you. I will definitely go through the questions after, if someone asks something that I don't know the answer to and I can get the answer to, leave it, in the chat, and then I'll come back to it after I get the answer and respond to you. So feel free. What can I say? Okay, so we got enough people. I'm gonna wait till we get to about 20 people. 20 people check in. I should see them thumbs up. And then I'm gonna talk to y'all about the first person I stayed with when I came to the Gambia. Okay. If, like I said, if y'all been following me, you know I do videos and I talk about people coming here with different agendas, right? And y'all also saw me do a video where I talk about seeing Africa through rose-colored glasses, um, and I talk about. I'm reading these questions while I'm responding at the same time. Um, Seeing Africa through rose-colored glasses, and greetings. And the other thing I was saying about romanticizing Africa, because for me, I was coming here to just live, to be free, to be able to breathe, and nothing was going to disrupt that. Okay. And I have to tell y'all, the people that I had issues with were not Gambians, y'all. It wasn't Gambians. Nope. It was us. It was us. When I tell you we come over here with trauma and dysfunctional behavior, you were like, yo, where were you raised? Like that's when you start looking at core values, right? It's messy. Blessings. I see you watching from Chicago, Chi-Town, shout out. Blessings. It is sad. It's sad. And you know what? I had to say to myself, why are you so offended? And I came across, well, two things. My goddaughter Tria is here, and her mother, my little sister Dale from college, she said to me, if you could teach someone something, what would be the lesson that you would take from it, and how would you apply it to the situation you're dealing with? And that got me to ask myself this question: why am I so offended? Greetings, Miriam. Welcome and thank you. Oh, I can't wait till you return either. I hope to get to meet you. So I said, why am I so offended by these individuals' behaviors? And then I came across this statement that said, being offended is a choice. Choose wiser. And I said, whoa, that was heavy. That was heavy to me, because I realized that I was offended because I thought that people would associate me with this individual, that they would say, all Black Americans act like this person. And that had me upset. It did. It had me upset, and I had to be honest, and I had to look at my own stuff and say, if I truly believe we are one, what is my connection to this individual? Why has this individual been brought into my life? You know what I'm saying? Why are they on my path? And I had to take whatever the lesson was from these experiences with these individuals and look at that and say, okay, there's a bigger picture here. My sister Shaye in Tanzania. Greetings, Shaye. I'm glad you made it in. Glad you made it in. It's good to see you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for, look at that. It's 23 people here and 22 thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. I do. I really do. And please, y'all tell me if y'all have another way of looking at that. But for me, I had to really check myself, because when I tell you it was getting bad, like the first person, I'm gonna start with that story because I promised y'all, and we got 20, I was gonna start with the story. So I arrive in the Gambia, the person's not answering their phone. Luckily, I know the vicinity of their restaurant. Thank you, appreciate you. So I have my driver, who happens to be my hookup. When y'all come, I got a hookup for visas and all of that. He takes me to the location where I'm supposed to be staying. This person finally picks up their phone. I get there, I'm not really comfortable with the driver coming into the space because I don't really know. I know him, but I don't know him to be like vouching for him that he should be coming to someone's home, right? I didn't want to do that. And I wanted to respect the person's home. So I get there. It's an older sister that has been in the Gambia since like whatever. Like y'all have seen me do a video about her being in the Gambia. She's supposed to be a businesswoman, you know. So I go stay with her, and I'm gonna tell you, by day one, it was off the chain. Yo, she was screaming at her workers. She was like, how do I put this? Locking them in. That's the only way I could put it. Like, she literally was like, ain't nobody leaving here until all the work is done. This was a Black American. It just kind of blew my mind that I felt like this person was acting like a European cracking a whip. And I knew by like this second day, I couldn't stay there. Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, it hurt me to my heart because it was an elder that I respected. So I was in this weird place between, am I supposed to check this old lady and I'm staying in her house? And I just really was in a place like, no, this is not new. Like, this person has been doing this. Like, this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, people knew. And it was crazy because you talk to people and they're going, how are you? How you doing there? And you tell them, listen, I can't stay there. Like, there's some crazy. And they was like, oh, yeah, like, you should have told us before you came. I'm like, hello? Could y'all make some of these people come with like a warning label? Can a sister get a warning label? Caution, beware. You just be walking in and stuff. And the crazy part is everybody around them knows how these individuals are, but you don't get no warning, right? Maybe they hoping your situation with them will be different. I don't know. But it was horrible. So I remember one day I went to knock on her door to tell her somebody was at the front door. She starts screaming through the door. Yo, who is knocking on my effing door? It's not time for work yet. When I'm ready to answer, I will answer. Y'all know I lost it. When I get angry, it's like the tears filled up in the back of my eyes, the rage. And I literally was like, who are you talking to? When she realized it was me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought it was one of the workers. That hurt me even more. Because I'm like, who deserves to be spoken to like that? Who does that? So I knew by the second day I could not stay in this woman's house. Yes, 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 Tria. Yes, yes, Global Green Book. Y'all know what it is. All like everybody who has responded to that. When I tell you I was so hurt, like I had to get past the hurt part of it because I had really looked up to this individual. And when I broke it down, this was somebody who called themselves a Buddhist, smoked weed. I don't even know what to say. Let's just say they were not what I thought they was. And yes, I think that was Audrey, post-traumatic slavery disorder. Yeah, that right there. So that day, y'all saw me on the beach every day. And that was why, because I realized I need to get out of that space. Let me tell you how deep it was. I had a dream, right? That something had fallen from the ceiling on me. And I jumped out my sleep. And I was looking at this ceiling, but it was dark. I didn't see anything. Do y'all know the next day I'm just kind of laying around in the room because what I would do is not come out. If I was there, I didn't come outside my room. Mostly I stayed on the beach. So I'm laying in my room and I look up at the ceiling. And do you know that the ceiling fan had loosened from the ceiling? Yeah. That's what woke me up from my sleep. So I didn't see it, but in my mind, I had dreamed it, and I was having all these little thoughts, like just negative energy, bad energy, and I was like, I can't stay here. I gotta go. I gotta go. So I started looking. I was talking to people. I actually called. I'm not going to name names because I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to pull other people's followers to the channel because that's not the case. Hello, my sister. You are not late. Blessings. Y'all know the savvy African entrepreneur and investor is in the building. Yes, yes. We actually did a little short video. She came to visit me at the shop. So I knew I had to get out of there. So I called some people that I respected. They came over right away. They checked on me, asked me, did I need anything? Exactly. Yes, yes, Audrey, absolutely. Absolutely. So I had to get out of there. So I called my people, and they was like, listen, we're going to hook you up with another group of people. They came. When I tell you, they called them, they was there like that day. Came with the vehicle, took me to look around. Um, it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. Like, I wasn't being picky, but quite honestly, it was too close to where I was staying. So I knew I didn't want to stay there. And they tried. They called me a few times. Did you find anything? Folks was looking out. There is a, what can I say? I don't want to say underground, but there is like a clicky type thing here, right? Like all the couples hang out together. A lot of the singles hang out together. A lot of the UK people hang out together. A lot of Jamaicans hang out together. A lot of the African American, it's like that whole little clicky division thing we did in the West. So, quite honestly, I don't rock with a lot of African Americans. There's very few that I actually rock with, and y'all have seen me with them. I don't talk to too many African Americans here. I really only deal with Gambian people because that's what I came here to do. I came here to live a better life and leave certain ways behind. You know, um, the Gambian people that I live around, they are business people. They work, they have their own businesses, they work hard, and they're honest people. So when I get around like us and we not rolling like that, y'all know I can't bite my tongue with that. I don't do the fake stuff. I don't do the fake stuff, not at all. Yes, Miriam. Yeah, it is. It's a click thing. Quite honestly, it reminds me of high school. I went to Brooklyn Tech, right? And we had the team, the track team all sat together at lunchtime. The football team all sat together. Cheerleaders sat together. Um, Baseball players, soccer players, the geeks, like they load. Everybody had their own table, and of course at the track table, everybody's all playing spades. So I don't have to tell y'all that I don't play spades, but yeah, I might be one of the only black people that don't play spades. So wait, I'm missing that last comment. Let me see. I gotta look for that again. Come on, where is it? So when we see people who look like us act poorly, we instantly feel like it is a reflection on us. Yes, yes. Is that bad? Is that bad? Because I had to check myself. You probably came in after I was just talking about a situation where I did that. I do. I feel like it's a reflection on us, on me, right? Because I can't speak for everybody else, but I know that I work very hard to do right by people. So when I see people act like that, absolutely. Oh no, XDMC did not. But I can't even battle with that because I really couldn't tell you. All I know is the track team was city champs for a decade. Hello. He got jokes. Yeah, yeah, babe. You see, XDMC ain't no good. He ain't no good. But he right. He right. I can't say nothing about the basketball team. I can't. I know the girls' basketball team was good. The guys, our football team and our track team, that's where all the money went. So I can account for them. Um, Please, y'all, subscribe, share the video. I was talking about, so yeah, so that was that situation. So now this particular day, I'm walking up and down the beach. I'm not having problems with nobody, but I'm having all these amazing spiritual things happen. Animals, birds, things from the ocean. So now I'm looking up everything because I want to know, what is it? Greetings, Deandra. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It looks like my name, AndreaPrice. DeAndrea Price. I like that. That's different. That little apostrophe did something to me. That threw something different in there. Blessings and welcome. Um, yeah, so I start walking on the beach. I'm starting to learn what it is to ground, right? I didn't know anything about grounding. Yes, yes. We have to change the narrative. And so when you see people behave like that, you might act defensively because that was my initial reaction, like, oh hell no, where are you going with this? No, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I can't deal with that. That's Coco, Anja. Okay. Yeah, what can I say? I had to just leave it alone. I had to really get into a space where I was like, why are you so offended? You know? Um, but it takes me back to something my auntie Wendy from in Rwanda had put this post that said, why are we so quick to throw each other away? You know, why aren't we looking to understand people's trauma and look within ourselves? Like, if you can be a light for that person, then be a light. But you know, you can only be a light to somebody who's open to it, right? If you want to stumble around in the dark and bang your toes and bang your head, I don't know how much light I could give on that situation. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, but I'm no, I'm human. Well, shake them. One good shake, right? I'm shaking the phone, y'all. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. So I had to really just step back and be like, if this person needs my assistance, I'm here. And I try to reason with people, but when I come to you and try to reason with you and you acting crazy or you talk to me out the side of your face, I'm ready to throw you in a headlock. Like, I don't really want to do too much of that. Blessings. Mrs. Smitty, you know what? I think we are considered aggressive because we are outspoken. They're not used to that here. So I could see people saying that because I've had employers in the States say that to me. And I had to explain to them the difference between aggressive and assertive, right? There's a difference. And when you don't know the other word or you don't have a word for that in your language, the only word you know is aggressive. You know, you're also considered aggressive as a businesswoman, right? Yes. They're not used to business women. Like, I had a man come into the shop and say to another man in Mandinka that I moved and operated my business like a man. That's what he said. Because I was talking to people as they were coming together, he absolutely said that I she's wow, she's operating business like a man. And it's interesting to me because he made it sound like men are the one running all the businesses here, but there are just as many women running businesses as men, if not more, because it's the women you see in the marketplaces. It's the women you see with the babies strapped on their backs and carrying the buckets. It's them you see hustling, right? So a lot of times you'll see the husbands drinking a tire, right? That's the tea. They'll be drinking the tea, smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, waiting for the mom to bring the money home, right? So it's interesting. But my observation is, I think the younger generation may have a different perspective of it, but the older generation, it's not cool. They still, let me tell y'all what we're dealing with so y'all can get a better picture. We are dealing with women in their 30s that have had excision. Do y'all know what excision is? So that would be the male version of circumcision, right? So they don't know their body parts, right? And I say that to say, if you don't know your body and what it is you desire and identify with what you feel, how are you to express yourself? You can be silenced, right? See, y'all get it. Everybody wouldn't get that. Everybody wouldn't get that. I met an amazing sister the other day who is doing Yoni out here, a young sister, right? Who has studied sexuality and the connection to the portal, all of that. And we were talking about manifestation through your portal, right? Because some of us use our portals, especially out here. Like, get ready, y'all. There's folks out here that are using their portals as collateral. They don't even know it's a portal. They don't know the value, right? They're using their portals as collateral. Yes. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. It is what it is. So that's where we are with that situation. Mm, yeah. Word, sound, power. Yes. I'm so thankful for all of you. I just want to tell you again for showing up for this live. This was my first live. Y'all know I'm 6 months in. I got to the Gambia on June 28th, and we are now first week of January. Yes. Okay, Global Green Book just shared something about, and how many of y'all know about charged water? Because the sister, that same sister that I met, Nova Yoni, is going to be having a business here in the Gambia. I think she also makes Gambian coffee. She was telling me about charged water. And I feel like I've heard, I don't know, I haven't heard the term, but once she told me what it was, I think I've heard of it before. And it's the practice of putting your stones, your precious stones in water. Yes. Yes, our hug. Absolutely. Yes, we do. We do. Yes, apparently, Angel. You know, yes, thank you. Yeah, charged with crystals. Yeah. I didn't once she told me what it was, I hadn't really I've never been involved in the practice of it. Yes, absolutely. She said Abyssinian, like Global Green Book said, rose quartz, and it was something else she said. I forget what she said, but she explained to me what they all of them do. Right, brings you peace, brings you tranquility. Now, see, I've only known really about essential oils to do that. I don't know too much about crystals. I'm only learning these things as I'm connecting with this spiritual piece. Okay, pink salt. Are we talking about Himalayan salt? Oh, Ashe. She said we were talking about it last night. Look at that. Listen, it is not a coincidence that we are having this conversation. Yes. So listen, we have so much to learn and so much to share. And you could have never told me at this point for me, right? You couldn't have told me 2 years ago that this would be a discussion for me. You couldn't have told me that I'd be living in Africa 2 years ago. For real. Mind you, those of you who know, I came to Africa 20, is it 26 years ago, y'all? It's longer than that. I came to Africa when I was 26. How about that? I haven't gotten my essential oils, yeah. So you'll let me know when I can start tracking, because you know they be shady with the male hair. I haven't gotten them yet, but I definitely need more essential oils. Those of you who know, thank you, Shaye. I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. You in Tanzania. You know, we were just talking about you getting out of the country, and now you finally made it out. I'm proud of everybody that makes it out. I don't care where you go, just get out. Like, you need to go someplace and see what's happening there is not the answer, right? And that your purpose is so much bigger wherever you decide to go. Yes. Yes. So Shaye done did her thing. Oh, good, Mrs. Smitty. Excellent. Yeah. Shaye is there now with her daughter. Maybe you all can connect somehow. Yes, Keisha. Yes, please. And know that I'm meditating for y'all. Yes, Audrey. Yes. When I sit at my altar for my ancestors, I am literally asking them not just to protect me and offer me guidance, but to help everybody that's trying to move. The ancestors are working together. I believe that. I do. I believe that they are working together, that they have motivated us to be conscious, to wake up and go wherever it is you're supposed to be. It may not be Africa, but wherever you need to go, y'all need to go. Yes, Nova. Hello. Yep. Yes. Yes. For real. For real. That, like, and it's hard, you know, it's hard when you have family members and children that are still there, right? Because some of them, they're just not conscious. They don't get it. If that's where you drawn to, go, Tria. I've told you that before. But you know what's interesting about Gambia is a lot of people from Jamaica love Gambia, right? Because they say that, you know, Gambia is like a little Jamaica, it's like a big Jamaica. A lot of people think of Jamaica when they come here. Yes, they are. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's definitely ancestral. Yes. Okay, Yaya. Appreciate you, my brother Yaya. Absolutely. I believe that they are. They're killing us spiritually, mentally, even physically, taking our lives. Like, yes. So please, y'all know I'm not just talking. When you come to the Gambia, you are a subscriber. You are telling me you followed your channel. Know that I'm gonna be here with open arms. Okay? Nova. Ooh, girl, you said it. That was it. Because quite honestly, you know, my son, as y'all know, I brought him to the continent because, you know, all these little other people was chasing my baby. And I was like, no, you need to go. You need to come with me to the continent. And it was hard leaving. For me, it was hard leaving, but he was ready to go back. It was very foreign for him. Oh, Miss Smitty, I appreciate you. For real. Have to go and pack stuff up and wrap things up. We would stay, because that's what a lot of people have done. And when they shut everything down, they was telling Americans to go back. She refused to go back. She was like, I'm not going back. She left, told her sister, pack up my apartment, sell the car, do what you got to do. I'm not going back. And she's been fine. You know, she's been fine. Sometimes you just know you're calling, and wherever you call to, go. And I don't know how many of y'all believe in readings, because, you know, that was something new to me as well. But I had several readings, and my readings have all taken place from the continent. One took place, oh yes, Benin is beautiful. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely savvy. Yeah, Global Green Book can testify to that as well. A difference between the two. Greetings, welcome, Black Acres of the Gambia. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming in. My goddaughter is in here from New York, and my auntie is in here from Alabama, Tuskegee, Alabama. My aunt actually works at the university when everything was up and running. My mommy's baby sister, still looking sexy at 72. I'm telling her age, right? Yes. Oh yes, Donnie. Look, I said Donnie going to pop in and find out he's a moderator and be like, what happened now? Yes, that's when I first started the channel, and those were the three people that I was like had the best. Yes, that's it, for real. Black don't crack. You already know. We do well. We do well unless we're not taking care of ourselves. Let's be honest, right? When we don't eat right, we let them colonizers, drugs, and all that other stuff get into our bodies. That's when black be cracking, for real. The teeth go, especially with women, right? It's something about when women abuse their bodies that you see a lot of damage to them. The hair loss, the hair thinning, losing teeth, that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah. So Black Acres of the Gambia is in the house. Give a shout out. Hit that like button, y'all. Be sure to subscribe. And I have to ask Bag, are the lights out where you are? Because you know the lights are out in on my end of town. Very nice. Yes. I'm so happy to see y'all connecting and talking. I knew it. Yes. Greetings, Virginia. Greetings, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Yes. Bag is in the house. Okay. So Bag is saying the lights. See, that's how Gambia is, y'all. The power is not out on their end of town, but the power is out where I am. Right. So Gambia is small, but it can be big at the same time, depending where you are. Like I think one of my goals this year, not one of many, right, is to visit different parts of the Gambia. So let me tell y'all what parts of the Gambia I've been to. I've been to Banjul, Gunjur, Fajara, Bruceby, Kaloli, like all they kind of remind me of like boroughs where we live at, right? I've been to all the little boroughs, um, or districts, depending on where you live. I've been to all those little places like that. I've been out to Padang. That's where I was doing, like I was supposed to do the Eco Lodge, but things kind of went once I came back, people weren't keeping their word. They was changing up the story on me. How is Bigelow? Audrey, I'm not sure. Do I know Bigelow? I feel like Bigelow might be between Senegambia and Bruford. I could be wrong. Bag might be able to testify to that. I'm not sure. I think that's between those areas. Yes, Fajara is beautiful. A lot of wealthy people live in that area as well. A lot of wealthy people live in like Turntable area too, right? Don't be mistaken. Yeah, a lot of wealthy people live in those areas. Okay, yeah. So I do know Bigelow. So let me say this then. I felt safer in Bigelow walking on the beach than I did in Bruford. I could walk a span of the beach, 2.5, 3 miles, and there's nothing but like the monkey park, and I felt safe. Yeah, that's the area. Okay, so I have been there. Bigelow is fine. That's the other end where I lived at. When I moved to Bruford, it got a little funky over here, right? Because I would walk on the beach, and where there's a span of no people, you have to be careful. Like brothers will be running up on you, like, they're kind of aggressive with their words, like they want to try to snatch your bag or snatch your phone, but if they see you not having it, they'll back off, but they will try to press up. I even had one man, I was running on the beach and with a friend, and this man decides to whip his stuff out and start urinating. So, my friend's ready to turn around and get at him. And I'm like, just ignore him. He did it when we went past. So just ignore him. Don't give him the attention. Hey, Jatan. Blessings, sis. Good to see you. Oh, you said it. Patience. Ooh, girl, stop it. Okay, stop. Because I'm thinking I'm gonna need to buy some soon, right? I was just telling folks how I had my first employee, I had to fire her day 4. She trying to steal and wasn't even very good at it. Yeah, had to try to steal, stole a scarf and a pair of leggings, and I caught her. So I had to let her go. So my store manager is the one that's in the store with me now. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's messy. Pack it or buy some. Yes, you bet you have to. But how this artist that I had come into the gallery was trying to take over. Like he stepped up in there like it was his studio. He's bringing his painting supplies. Girl, wasn't even an outfit. Like, we would have got the whole outfit. She had a scarf, like a handkerchief, and a pair of velour leggings. I'm thinking, okay, what's she gonna do with velour leggings in this heat? But they don't care about that. They don't care nothing about Halloween costumes. They didn't do nothing. Halloween costumes is one, like bodysuits. Stripper outfits is one, like bodysuits. They be wearing corduroys, velour dresses. Like, they don't care about fabric. If it's clean and it's a clothing item, nobody's caring about all that. We think about that stuff. Yeah. So, what can I say? Okay, somebody said, okay, Savvy is saying she has lights, but the internet has been terrible, especially today. Okay. Yeah, see, no, the power's out on this end. I'm looking to see if anybody's generator or the street lights is on. They're not on yet. They're not on. So I'm just in my room. I got y'all in my favorite space. Thank you, y'all. Thanks for coming in. Okay. So Nova says she was supposed to open up 3 months ago. Yeah, and Nova's such a sweetheart. Let me say congratulations to her. Nova, I was talking about you earlier. Nova Yoni, right? I was talking about you earlier, and I was like, I'm glad you and Global Green Book got to hook up. And I was saying that you were telling me some things about charged water, and the people in the chat knew exactly what I was talking about. So I cannot wait until your space is open. We're going to be doing some collaborations as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. But Nova, I want to say thank you because Nova actually called me. She didn't know her space was going to be open so quickly. And she called me and was like, listen, can I rent your space from you? And I just thought that was so sweet that she even thought to do that. Yeah, she said, yes, charge that water. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's how it's been with the business piece. So I had to basically put him out the gallery because he came in there like, he was going to be painting in his studio. And I'm like, you're not renting this space. You're not painting here, hon. This is a showcase. I do not have an art gallery. I have a cafe where I display people's art. Excuse me. And I just want to give people a venue. But the owner of the complex where I'm renting said to me, listen, your first mistake was that you let them know you had this space. He said you should have went, bought the artwork from them at like a wholesale price and just put the artwork up and sold it. But I didn't want to get stuck with a bunch of artwork. I was thinking I was being honest. And when I said that to the man, he just started laughing. He said, honesty is not the answer, hon. Hey, Auntie Wendy in Rwanda. Auntie Wendy, my mother's sister, Aunt Brenda, is on this chat from Tuskegee, Alabama. Y'all would love each other, for real. Yes, Bigelow is between Senegambia and Bruford. I was just confirming that because sometimes, the spelling sometimes will throw me off versus the way people pronounce things. Y'all know I'm still working on my pronunciations now. As Global Green Book says, this is not my original tongue. You know, I don't know. Yes, it is. There is lots of money in Bruford Heights because you have like the owner of, Q. Yeah, he did tell me that. He said my first mistake was thinking that honesty was going to be an option. You know what he told me when I found the girl stealing? Hey, THC is in the house. Brother Saeed, blessings, blessings. Thank you for coming in. The brother told me, he said the first mistake you made was being honest, right? And he said, if you are looking for people that are not going to steal, you're going to have a lot of employees. That's what he told me. Yes, he did. He said, hire the girl back and just put cameras in. That's what he said. And sure enough, like 2 or 3 weeks later, she tried to get someone to come and beg for her job back. And at that time, my business partner was in town as well as my store manager. And I said to both of them, I'm already not in a good place about this. So my answer is hell to the no, because I'm not going to pay somebody to steal from me. So I left it to the two of them, and they said, my store manager was like, you mean I have to be responsible for her if you bring her back? So I said, yeah, you'd have to keep an eye on her. But honestly, I really didn't want that energy in the store. But the girl was like my son's age, so I felt like maybe I should be giving her another chance. My store manager said, absolutely not. I'm not interested in doing that. And my business partner was like, I don't want to meet a thief. So that was an easy decision. We all agreed that that was not the best decision. And if we hire someone, we have to hire someone that will be trustworthy. You know, it is a headache, and I have to tell you, I think I was more disappointed than anything because I had so many plans for this young lady. You know, I wanted to take her to Gambia Fashion Week. I was going to let her start taking classes on my laptop while she was in the store. Like, I just wanted to do so much to help her, you know? Yeah, the cameras. And so, actually, luckily, Kiddis came to town and she did leave me with the camera. I have to get it installed, but they wanted like 8,000 Dalasi to install a camera. And I was just like, I don't know too much about installing cameras, but if I can get my own cameras and get it done, I'd rather do that. Because they were saying it was 8,000 Dalasi to get the cameras installed, but that you had to get like a television as well to be able to watch everything. Gambia Fashion Week. Don't make me put these people on blast. Girl, stop. Stop it. I'm going to just say the day I was there, which was Saturday, they started 3 hours late. Yeah, 3. Gambian maybe time. 3 hours late. So Jatan, with the stealing piece, see, that's what really blew my mind, right? Because the day before she was mopping the floor, she got her feet wet. I had given her a pair of sneakers. I gave her a brand new Lion King t-shirt. Y'all know how much Disney Lion King t-shirts are. So it's like, I even told her, when you're working here, you can get any discount, right? Gave her that day, I gave her a pair of sandals. And then the worst part is I almost helped her steal, because I come back from the store, I give her the thing to go wash her hands, and she's tying her bag up. So I'm like, why are you tying your bag up? And she's like, I'm putting my food away. I'm like, oh, well, let me help you. Let me get you another bag. Girl, I'll go and get her another bag. I go to put her food in the bag, but she won't let the bag go. She's holding the bag tight. I said, open the bag. And when I looked at her face, she had this look in her eyes, like just kind of fearful. And I said, oh my goodness, this child is sticking. She looked like a little kid caught with her hand in a cookie jar. So I told her to back up and let me see. She didn't want to let me see. So when I moved her hand off the bag came open. I saw the pair of leggings and a scarf. And I said, really? That's what we doing? I said, pack your stuff and go. So it was payday that day because it was a Friday. And I remember she went to walk away. She couldn't look me in my face. And I said to her, you know you're done, right? Don't come back. So she went to leave. I said, wait a minute. It's payday, right? I gave her $100 and I sent her on her way, because my thing was, you're not going to have the money to get home. Yeah, I was upset. I was upset with her. I was disappointed. So when she came and tried to beg for her, she didn't beg for her job back. She sent her friend to beg for my job back. And my store manager said to him, would you hire her back if she worked for you? And he said no. And she said, well, why are you asking Andrea to do that? That's what she told him. She said, don't ask her to do that. If it's something you wouldn't do, you shouldn't be asking her to do that. So that was it. But yeah, I told her, you get discount for the discount rate. She gets stuff for free. She's just, she's selling her own things there. Like, it's never a thing about money. But I guess this young lady, and it's not just her, there's a mentality here with short-term money, right? They don't think long-term. They don't have foresight that, oh, if I hang out a little longer, maybe I could do this, or maybe I could build a relationship. They don't think like that. It's, let me get everything I can get from you right now. Yeah. Yeah. It's a short-term mentality, and it doesn't work. And I keep telling them, even with the artist, did you know the day he messed up, I got a call that the day literally he walked out the door, someone called me and said, we'd like to hire him. Someone wanted to hire him to paint their library. Somebody wanted to hire him to paint their home. Like, there was other opportunities that would have come from that. Someone wanted to buy a painting from him. And then I realized the painting that he claimed he made up in his own mind was something that he copied. It's okay because you painted it, but don't lie and act like you made it up on your own. But just very arrogant. I think there is a part of people that they know they need our help, but I think they're also angry that they need our help, like envious almost. Like, I shouldn't have to come to you because I'm better than you. Yeah. And then you got that, and you got that male misogyny, like the whole thing of like men against women, they used to men running things, Yeah, pretty much. He was. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they always want to jack the prices up. Yeah. And you know what? That's why I let my store manager tells me that my prices are too low. And I let her deal with customers when they come in, because she gonna try to get them. She won't get them unreasonably because she knows how I am, but she is gonna charge what is a reasonable Gambian price for something, and I wouldn't really know that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. We have, you know what it is? We've all been conditioned, right? We all have trauma, that post-traumatic slavery disorder. It's just affected us differently. It was just done differently, the way we were conditioned, right? So folks here are obedient without anyone even telling them to be obedient, right? Like the artist, for example. Yes, my manager is Gambian. She is. Beautiful soul so far. She's done all the sewing in my house. I don't know if y'all can see my pillows on my bed, my curtains on my clothes racks, my curtains on my walls. My store manager did all of that. Every day, she would just get up and sweep, and she kept saying she deserved a better life than this. I happened to meet her through her cousin, who I met through the crazy lady I was staying with, right? I went out to his village with him, and he introduced me to her. And we just clicked. And I said, well, what do you do when you're not like home? Because she's very beautiful, you know, pleasant. I said, what do you do? She has 2 daughters. She said, I sew. I said, well, let me see what you got. Like, I'm looking for a seamstress. She walked me back through the house to her little office she had set up. I said, okay, you got some skill. You know, mind you, I don't sew, but y'all know I love clothes. I love clothes, like literally, right? So when I saw her work, I was like, okay, have you ever done pillows? Have you ever done curtains? And so I've introduced her to chair covers and all these things that she's never done before. So it was a challenge for her. So when she gets to come in the Senegambia, it's a big deal. Exactly, Audrey. Exactly. You know, I even thought, oh, let me tell you about somebody else I tried to help at the crazy lady's house. This woman would come and serve our food at the table. And I would always be like, do you need help? You know, and she'd be like, no, I got it. So she would come, she would serve the food. When she come to the table, here go the crazy lady. You so damn fat. Your stomach's so big. You too young to have a big old stomach like that. How girl, when I tell you I couldn't even eat, I was like, I can't believe she's talking to this woman like this. Like, why are you insulting her? This verbal abuse from your employer. And the girl was young. She's like, you look like an old woman. She just was nasty, nasty, nasty to her. So I just didn't understand. Because my thing is, even if that person stole from you or they did something and you felt you couldn't trust them, but you took them back, let them go. Leave them alone. Don't have them around you if you have to treat them like that. I just could not be privy to that. When I tell you it hurt my heart, like I was starting to get like my pain aching, just an aching soreness in my chest. I was like, yo, this lady trying to stress me out. I didn't come here for this. Oh, she was definitely a bully. She was definitely a bully. You know, and again, that old school part of me be like, throw her in a headlock. But she was like 70, so I figured that wouldn't be cool. That's all I'm going to say. So all I could do is hold it in. You're ready to get physical, right? But you get older and you be holding stuff in and causing yourself pain. That's not fun. So I had to meditate on that. Yeah. Yeah. Right? She could get it too. Yes, Mrs. Smitty. Listen, it was hard though. Greetings, PF. Queen K. It was hard. I'm telling y'all. You know, it was so bad. And she knew that I lost respect for her because she would say to me, you can't even look at me. You won't look at me anymore. Why? I'm sorry. Like, why won't you look at? When I tell you I couldn't even look at her because the anger would just swell up in me. I couldn't deal with her. So I just stayed away from her until 30 days, y'all, because I paid 30 days. I couldn't stay there. And it just hurt my heart to see how she was treating these people. And oh, it gets better. She had them cooking 3 meals for her house, cooking for her restaurant, cleaning her house, cleaning her restaurant, doing the laundry. I'm not going to tell y'all how much she was paying them. Because you know it's a Gambian rate, right? And then they working all day from sun up to sundown, no lunch break. And y'all know what a lunch break is, right? Everybody eat bread. Bread. Don't even get me started with this bread because I can't do it. Please, y'all, I see 43 people and 34 thumbs up. So please, let's get those thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you so much for joining us this evening. Share the live. Girl, it wasn't even 3,000. It wasn't, yeah. No, I think I broke it down to about $15 a week. hmm If that much, it might have been like $11.85 or something when I broke it down. So anyway, I called myself being nice. When I left, the lady kept saying, "I know you're not going to stay here. Please let me work for you. I can clean, I can cook, I can this." And she would always go out her way to do things for me. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I really don't want nobody cleaning my house. I don't want nobody cleaning my house. I really don't like people in my space like that. Exactly. They won't be blessed, and you don't have respect. Exactly. Exactly. Petite bourgeoisie. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So she said the money that she would make, she could pay for her son's tuition. So I said, you know what? I don't want nobody in my house every day. What I will do is pay you what you was making for the week for one day. Come in one day, do my laundry, and leave. That's simple, right? But I'm gonna tell you, my spirit was like, don't let nobody in your bedroom. So I would always lock my bedroom door, but I would leave her to clean. I would run my errands because, mind you, I was still trying to buy stuff for the store. I was still looking for spaces. I was still kind of, just grabbing little knickknacks, making my way around town, learning my way around, meeting different people. Then I started feeling like it was something telling me like stuff is disappearing, but I couldn't figure out what it was. Okay. So one day I came in and I see a pillow like set had some pads. Like I had these big pillows before they were sewn up. It was like a pallet on the floor. And I'm like, hold up. She coming here sleeping and she only worked one day a week? That's not cool. Really? Oh, I'm gonna tell you she stole. Yeah, that's where I'm going with this. You beating me to the finish line. Honey, I had this blue and green tunic just like this that I bought from the States. If y'all saw my other videos, I was on the beach with it. My stuff started disappearing slowly. She stole a dress. She stole one of my skirts. One day I came home, my neighbors is downstairs like, yo, are these yours? Like the stuff blew off the terrace. I'm like, what the hell's my clothes? All I gave you to do was laundry one day a week, and I'm not giving you a lot because I'm washing my own underwear, right? So I don't understand what the problem is. All you got to do is the laundry. You got the patio view of the ocean. You could sit here and just relax. So one day I was sick and I was like, you know what? I'm not feeling her. I don't want her to come back. So I called her. I said, listen, don't come to work. I'm not feeling well. I'm not sure if I have a cold or what. So she came anyway. She got here. I gave her 100 Delasi and I told her, do not come back. Yes, girl, the neighbor telling me that my stuff done blew off the porch. And mind you, it's a brother, a Rastafarian brother who lived downstairs. He happened to be down in the garden and was like, Andrea, is this yours? Is this yours? So her story was the water wasn't running. The water pressure when we first moved in wasn't working properly. So she had to carry all the laundry downstairs to wash it. So she must have left a few pieces when she was down there washing, or it blew off the terrace. You had one job, to babysit my clothes. And y'all know I love my clothes. I only bought certain pieces with me, so I know when something's missing. Everything else is in the store, but I know what I brought with me. She had the nerve to call me, like, can she come work at the store? When am I going to call her to work? I said, when you return my dress. I even sent her the video with the dress on it. Exactly. Carried it to the hideout. Y'all know what time it is. So I'm telling y'all these stories because this is real. This is real. And let's talk about, can we talk about the stalkers? Because I had a stalker, y'all. When I was living at that crazy lady's house, one day I was going out to the beach. And this woman says to me, the old lady, somebody came here at 2:00 in the morning looking for you. I'm like, what? Who? Ain't nobody coming looking for me. I don't know nobody here. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. This man came from the beach, was been asking where the American live at, right? Because you pass all these people, so everybody know who you are. And they pointed him to the compound. So he come knocking on the gate talking about he looking for me. I don't know you. I did not know him. So I didn't know who she was talking about, but I had a feeling I knew who it was. No sooner than I thought I knew who it was, this person was going to my business partner. This person goes to my business partner and says to the juice guy that I was talking about before. I don't know if y'all remember, but he went to my business partner and said, don't let her know that you know me. Because he got a UK girlfriend. He got a from the US and he got somebody from Holland. And I guess I was supposed to be number 4. So he was telling him, don't let her know you know me. And so my business partner's like, I'm going to tell you. He said, that man is no good. I'm like, but we was just saying hello. Hey, blooming woman. Greetings. Yeah, weird. Stalker type stuff. Yes. But the interesting thing is, because folks know that I don't talk to people, certain ones will approach me, and they are usually older and think that they're more mature and that they're going to somehow get to me, right? So in the beginning, I wasn't talking to anybody, so they didn't associate me with anybody. So if they think you're a single woman, they will start stalking you, like they pushing up. They're going to be aggressive with it. Yeah. So I told my business partner to this day says, dude is still asking for me. I saw him one day when I was in a truck in Gambia, and I just kind of turned my head. So yeah. I don't even want him to see me to say hello, because I don't want to have to curse this man out. Then I wish I could read y'all this text message, but I got y'all on the line. Somebody came into the store. A friend sent him there. No, you know what? I got something easy for you, Audrey. Here's the trick. Wear a wedding band. Wear a band. Once you say you married, people will back off. It's the strangest thing, right? Because in the States, they'd be like, yeah, you married, but is he married? No. They do respect relationships, and people even say they're married when they're not married. Okay. So let me tell you about this crazy man. So the man that was supposed to sell me the signs had a friend. He sends his friend to the shop. He telling me he worked for the government. So, I'm always looking for contacts. We can do business if we can't do nothing else. So the man comes on Men in Black. You know how they had the little heads when they had the suits on? Yeah. Like he was a little boy, but his head didn't catch up to his body. So he had to be like in his 40s, right? So he comes into the shop. He's telling me that he works with sometimes he works with the FBI and fraud prevention, all of that. Look, Nova said something else. She said it ain't working. So he comes in and he says to me what I should be doing with my business, that he can see this business going places, and I need to open up shops here, there, and the other place, and all of this. And I'm just looking at him. So I'm like, you said you work for the government, right? So if you got all these bright ideas, how is it you telling me what I need to do with my business? But I just listen. I let him talk. Mind you, I'm on the phone. I'm still posting. I'm still doing what I'm doing. So we leave. I lock up this store, and I said, he's standing there. So I'm like, do you need a ride? Because my driver's there to get me. So he said, yeah, I'm going in your direction. So, people always give people rides. Thank you. I don't mean to be, but yeah, it was abnormal. It was abnormal. So he jumps in a cab with us, and then there's so much traffic that my driver decides to take the back way instead of going the way that he needs to go. So we get real close to where he needs to go, and then my driver says to him, listen, I'm going to take the back way, so you probably should get out here. So why does my driver take it upon himself to take out $10? Now, y'all know $10 ain't no money. But my driver takes out the $10 and says, here, take a cab. But I didn't see him do that. This man could not grab the $10 quick enough. But you're a government worker. So when my driver tells me after we pull off that he gave him the money, I said to him, why you give him money? He worked for the government. He said, those government workers don't have no money. That's just what he said to me. So he took the $10, he jumps, he takes a cab. So I haven't heard from him since, right? Haven't heard from him since. So I'm getting these messages every morning. Good morning, honey. Good morning, sweetie. Good. So I'm like, okay, he done lost his mind. So I just block him. So then I send out the flyers for the artist, and he responds, "Good morning, baby." So I'm like, okay, maybe you're confused. I sent you the flyer for the art show. Why are you saying good morning, baby? Do you know who this is? And he says, yeah, I know who this is. I'm like, I don't think you do. Because if you did, you wouldn't be saying baby. You'd be calling me by my name. So he says, I need you in my life. That's what he said. So I said, no, sweetie, you want me in your life. You are looking for a bank or someone to care for you, and I'm not that person. And I was like, and before you express your intentions for someone, you might want to find out if the feeling is mutual. So he says, okay. And then not even 2 minutes later, he says, I love you. You know, I blocked him again. Time, stop. So the sister said they don't care about no ring in Tanzania. They do here. And you know, they have Muslim marriages. I don't know if y'all saw the video, but exactly, Audrey. That's it. So my friend, because I do have a friend, I started dating, and the one person that I dated is the person I've been with this whole time, right? And he is in his 40s, and he has his own garage. He doesn't like when your old Europeans try to pick him up. That has never been a thing for him. He is divorced, has children. He's a hardworking guy. You know, he works with a number of people from the diaspora, so people know him. They know he's good people. He will help people and not get money from them. Like, he's that person. Big heart, right? So my brothers from Limburg was like, get a brother a chance, Andrea, get a brother a chance, you know. So I do, you know, and he drives me to work in the morning. You know, he's there in the evenings. He's a good dude. And so since we connected about 3 or 4 months ago, he is the only person that I allow to talk to me or even to get close. Yes, so he's like my right hand. He even went and bought me like a ring, and I had to explain to him that this ring was a promise ring. I promised to behave myself, which is not hard for me because y'all know I was doing the loner thing anyway. The other piece is it's very difficult for people to believe that I like to be alone. Do you know if I come outside after being inside all day, they say to me, are you okay? Weren't you lonely? I'm like, why would I be lonely? Yes, Yaya. Yes. So what Yaya is saying, the brother saw you at the beach. Aha, he got jokes. That was the beach when I was in Sierra Leone. You are funny. So yeah. I was actually coming from a meeting from someplace, and he had just brought these people their car back, and he was walking on the beach, and that's how the conversation started. Greetings, brother Corey. Greetings. Mrs. Smitty, stop it. You know he be trying it, but yeah, no. I have him in my phone as the wannabe husband, because you know I had a husband, and I ain't really like the way that panned out too well. Yeah. Greetings, everybody. Thank you so much. Y'all, listen, if I get married, all of y'all will have an invite. So don't hold your breath. Y'all know that ain't happening. Stop it. I didn't come here for that. Y'all know I came here to make moves, and I really like being by myself. Look, Auntie Wendy says she coming to the Gambia. Don't you know what? You sound like him, Audrey, because he said stuff like that. God saw us. That's what he says. He sure does. He says that. Yeah. Look, Global Green Book met him. She said he ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Very sweet. Like I said, very sweet, very kind. But you know, I think some of the things, again, we come with our trauma, right? So we have to be honest. And I'm very honest. I don't want to share. Like, I don't want to share my cookies. I don't want to share my space. I don't want to share my resources, and I'm honest about that, right? And so if you know that about yourself, why would you like get into something that you really don't want to be in, right? Like, be honest. And quite honestly, I really enjoy my company, y'all. Come on now. I am my best company. I really enjoy my company. I do. I could stay in the house for days at a time. I will come out on the patio, look out at the ocean. I go back in, and my mind is with all of these ideas, all these things I need to do. Yes, Audrey, I love me too. And really, if you can't love yourself, who else are you gonna love, right? You gotta love yourself first, because many of us try to love other people when we haven't resolved our own stuff. And I'd be lying if I say I didn't have any trauma from previous relationships, because I do. It's so trifling. I could tell y'all that I just had a situation with my ex-husband. Yes, I had a situation with them. I actually am going to bake some oatmeal cookies and take them to the gallery because I promised the kids, yeah. I do. You know what? This second chapter was an opportunity for me to just care for myself. You know how that is? Like, ladies, gentlemen, you all have been taking care of family members. You've been taking care of your children. When was the last time that you only had to worry about you? When was the last time? Think about that. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I really didn't remember when that was. I've been taking care of people since I was a little kid. My mother used to send me to speak for her. Absolutely. Thank you, blooming woman. Yes. Well, Audrey, you come to the Gambia, honey, they're going to try to make it hard. I'm telling you. Somebody going to be there. They will try to wear you down. They will try to wear you down. For real. Yes, Miriam. Yes. Be solid in your space, and then you can make room for other people, right? Oh, that's beautiful, Nova. That is sweet. And you know what, Nova? I get very emotional with Black love. Like, when I see couples doing it, I'm like, yes. I cheer them on, because no matter what, no matter how I feel about what I've experienced, I know there's good brothers out there. I know there's happy couples out there. But if I'm honest with you, I never eat in the room like, ooh, is Andrea gonna roll with this? I'm that person. Know who you are, right? Because you're gonna find people here. These brothers here, honey, let me tell you. What can I say? They will rub your feet, push you in your wheelchair, sweep your house, cook for you, wait on you. There is a mentality of not servitude, but definitely, yes, my good brothers. Let me tell y'all something. Ex-DMC, Yaya Bay, Corey, and any other brothers in the house. Y'all know I have the ultimate respect from my brothers, because I know the difference between a good brother and a bad one. Okay? I know that. THC. I didn't forget you. You've been quiet, but my brother THC, good brothers, solid brothers, right? Solid dudes with good quality. So I know what a good brother looks like. And I know that my son is a good man. And so it's always really important to me to have those positive role models, no matter what I was dealing with, because I know all men are not the same, just like all women are not the same. Yeah. And I said, like, you will come to the continent and find your twin. That's the other thing, right? Because y'all know I'm flexing in my complexion right now, right? Because I come back to the States and I'll be looking yellow. But here, I'm flexing in my complexion. So we got 51 folks and 45 thumbs up. Please, family, hit that thumbs up button. And please feel free. If you have to ask a question about the Gambia, you want to know what's happening, let me know. Yes, flexing in my complexion. I keep saying I'm not dark enough, and they be laughing at me. Gambian people laugh at me because they're like, I love your complexion. I'm like, no, girl, I love yours. And they just start laughing. And I'll be telling these, oh, my sorors in the building. Hugs, virtual hugs, sis. Love you, Michelle. Can't do a t-shirt because flexing in my complexion came from that beautiful melanated young sister that was being bullied. She'd be on Instagram. I think she's called being bullied by some kids about her complexion, and she started that line. So they actually are t-shirts already. You know, Jatan be trying to make up t-shirts and everything. You say something that's catchy, Jatan be like t-shirt moment, okay? So she need a t-shirt company. Yes. No, you know what? I haven't heard anything about vaccine stuff here in the Gambia. I was just talking into a sister Candy Bourne, that I met through my brother Chief Anan in Ghana about requirements for the COVID test. Yeah. And actually my good friend who is an immigration officer is supposed to get back to me about if there have been any changes in the Gambia. Yeah. And somebody's saying, yeah, it was my experience. You had to bring your test from wherever you were flying from to show your negative results. And then they did a free PCR test here. As far as I know, that hasn't changed. But I don't know because I noticed a new COVID testing center in Senegambia that wasn't there before. Or maybe I just didn't use it because I was in a turntable area. So I don't know. But when this brother gets back to me, I will be sure to post and do a quick video about it. But because I just spoke to him tonight, I had to speak to him about my residency card as well because it's time for me to get my residency card since I've been here. Yeah. Yes. Greetings, sis. Greetings. Welcome. Hit that like button as you come in. Welcome. Yeah. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I think my goddaughter asked me about a fashion show. I think I saw that go by really quickly. Yes, we are going to be doing a fashion show. I'm trying to get my store manager to get together a show, but it's been difficult because I was trying to encourage her to do it during Gambia Fashion Week. I was like, it would be the perfect time to do a quick show with the clothes in the store and the things you're making. And she could not get it together. What happened was that she was depending on people from her village, and they were like, no, girl, we got a naming ceremony. We have a funeral. We have a wedding. I'm like, they got naming ceremonies every day. But I have to respect that because the naming ceremony, attending those is supposed to be a blessing. Greetings, welcome. So they take that very seriously. So I told her, well, is the naming ceremony all day? Because you could do the naming ceremony and then we just have the show at night. And then they should come and support you and model for you. But it was difficult. Yeah, it was difficult. So she couldn't get it together and we just kind of like let the idea go. However, I am supposed to be doing a collaboration with Puma Jones. Puma, well, if you're not familiar with Puma Jones, she has done, I think Erykah Badu actually wore one of her hats. She makes hats with the basket weaver here in the Gambia. Oh, what? Multitask? You mean when they wake up from a nap? Because let me tell you, people are not, what we need to teach is a business etiquette, right? And maybe multitasking would come with that. Yes. Yep. Oh, nice. Jatan has one of her hats. Beautiful. Yeah, we need to teach a business etiquette because I have to tell you, folks will lay down and sleep, honey, at work. Like I remember saying to my business manager one day, you didn't come to work Friday, so we've never discussed this because I didn't really get into this with you, but in the States, when you don't go to work for the day, you don't get paid. And she was like, I paid $50 to get here and I paid $50 to get back. what you pay me just covers my car fare. So she was like, if I come to work and sleep, it shouldn't be a big deal. I was like, well, then we need to discuss your salary, girl. Like, I don't know how much you pay to get to work. But she was definitely like, what you mean you're not kid customer service, all that. Yeah, for sure. So yes, if you have a course, do that. You know what would be really cool, Audrey? You know how they had the employment centers in the States where you could come and get like temp jobs? I just gave that little tidbit away. Yeah, they need that. They need a training center, a computer lab training center, because folks here are not even on the internet. Mm-hmm. It's the air. The air. The air puts you to sleep. For real. You'll just be sitting down. Look, and you know what? Don't be sitting down under a fan, because a lot of people don't have fans, right? So if you sitting down and you just like, just next thing you know, you done killed over like a dope fiend, because the fan done pulled your little energy with you and soothed you and rocked you to sleep. Yeah. The air is aromatic. Like, it almost smells like incense all the time. And I don't know if that's just for the diaspora, but it will. Yeah. Yep. It's a different type of heat that drains you. I think Savvy Entrepreneur probably can talk about that. It's a different type of heat, but I'm gonna tell you, you'll get some of the best sleep you've ever gotten. And I think that's why they're so beautiful, because they rest. They know when to shut it down. Mm-hmm. That Queen K. Yes. Yeah, that air, the air, honey. I'm telling you, you will get some of your best beauty sleep here. For real. For real. Yes. Mm-hmm. I can sit for hours, and when I tell you the time go by so quickly, like, look at we talking now, and I'm telling y'all 6 months in. Oh yeah, you will try, Audrey. I think maybe for the first 2 or 3 days, I remember being like wired, wanting to do everything. And before I knew it, when I finally did lay down, it was hard to get up. Yeah. You can stay, as far as I know, you can stay as long as you want. You would just get like a residency card. Like, I know I went, because I came to where when I came in June, I had to go. They stamped. I wish I didn't even think to bring my passport, but they stamped my passport, and I think that gave me like 90 days or something. And then I just had to go get it stamped again. I had to pay to get it stamped again, and then that was 30 days. I couldn't pay for like the whole year because we were already at the end of the year, right? So I paid for last month. Yes, I'll be getting my residency card soon. I heard people went to get their residency cards and they weren't quite ready. So they got to wait till like February, March. But I have a hookup once again. So he's supposed to get back to me tomorrow when he tells me about the information for the COVID testing, right? But I remember doing the COVID testing in Gambia, and it was free and it wasn't painful. They were very good with it. Probably the best I had as far as taking their time, right? So that was good. Yeah. And as y'all can see, the lights are still out. They haven't come back on. So, sometimes I come in from the shop and I wash my hands. Well, I kick my shoes off, wash my hands, and I go straight to the stove, because my thing is I got to cook for the power go out. It is looking good. And the development, oh my God, y'all got to see. In 6 months, Gambia is going to be a completely different place. All the buildings, even the street that the shop is on. I am near the water, actually, right by the ocean. Yes, absolutely. You have to detox for sure. But I was telling y'all about the shop. It's a 2-lane highway right now, right? They are changing it to 6 lanes, y'all. 3 lanes up, 3 lanes down. So the traffic will be right at my door. It's us. Audrey, we're the ones coming. But I have to tell you, and y'all gonna find this interesting. When the other people come into my shop, I have to ask them why they're in Africa. I'm curious. I'm always trying to understand why Caucasian people are so comfortable coming to Africa and we're not. Do you know what they say to me? And it kind of blew my mind. Their reasons are the same as ours, outside of we were stolen from here, right? Our people were stolen. They say stuff to me like, I was married to someone that I put through school and I came here to marry them and things didn't work out and I never left. That was one from a Irish man who is a holistic practitioner here. Then I had a guy that comes by and rides his bike past my place all the time. And then they say, yeah, saying it's a jungle, because that, you know what that was about. That was about keeping us separate, right? Because you know those old government documents we talked about that stated the African diaspora and Africans must never unite, because if they did, they know what would happen, and it's happening, right? So let me tell y'all about the man from Germany. So he came in the shop and his mind was blown because he's looking at American products. He's not used to seeing American groceries. So he's buying trail mix and American coffee, and he's talking to me. And I said, you know, I have to ask you, why Africa? He told me on vacation for 6 weeks, and it was the most peace that he experienced. And so he said to himself, where could I live in a world that I wouldn't have to work? Because he had a business in Germany. So he went back, he set up his business so that he doesn't have to return there. And he rides around Gambia looking like a vagabond. Like he looked like a homeless man, hair all long on his bike. He don't spend over a certain amount. He lives on a budget. Greetings, Bob Garvey. And he told me he's been in Gambia 10 years from that time he took that 6-week vacation. Then I met some people from South Africa. They really didn't want to tell me they were from South Africa. They came in the shop and I heard their accents. I was like, where are you all from? And they were like, Fajara. I'm like, no, Fajara's down the street. No, where are you from? I said, I have an accent too. Don't be shy. Where are you from? And then they were like, South Africa. I'm like, oh, okay. So what brings you to Gambia? Oh, my husband has a job here. I said, okay. Then I met another lady, came in. She was trying on clothes. Didn't have a lot of body confidence. Greetings. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Nikki. Blessings. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in. Somebody said, what area in Gambia would you recommend for others? And that okay, I will do. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to my train of thought. I was talking about people that were coming in. Lady came in, didn't have a lot of body confidence, was like she only wears certain colors, and of course they were horrible colors. And y'all know I'm a clothes person, so I'm not going to do right if I don't point it in the right direction. So I had her try. She tried on some things, and oh, y'all, Amon's in the house. My baby just popped in. Let's see if he's around. I think he's telling me he's coming in soon. He's probably just coming in from work. Okay, so had her trying some clothes. She really liked them. Hey, Black Butterfly, blessings. Welcome. So she tried on some outfits, and she told me she was from Spain and that she had come from Guinea-Bissau. Yeah. Greetings. There's my baby. Amon's in the house, y'all. Young Mon. So she told me she came from Guinea-Bissau, and now she's here. And I was just like, wow. Now, did y'all know there was different Guineas? Because I didn't know that, y'all know. I had to be honest. Guinea-Conakry, Guinea-Bissau, and there's a Guinea something. I forget the other Guinea. Greetings. Thank you, Kassin Kamara. Appreciate it. Bliss B. Greetings, sis. Greetings. It's been a while. Yeah. So they come here looking for peace just like we do. And they know that Africa is the place for it. And you know what's deep? These are people who do not fit in their countries. They are the people that don't go along with the systems. Yes, Guinea Equatorial. Thank you, humble Gambian. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. Aman, somebody's asking you if you're missing Africa. Auntie Wendy is like, do you miss Africa? I'm gonna tell y'all for him. I think he misses mommy, but he don't miss Africa. But let's see what he say. And somebody asked me about where would you recommend places to live if you're coming. If you're a single woman, I would not recommend Bruford unless you know the people. Okay, because Bruford could be a little rough. I don't know if y'all heard, but somebody had got killed over here. A young taxi cab driver got stabbed and killed, and I don't know if it was a drug beef. I don't know what it was. Somebody else has somebody put some, because Nova's been here about 2 years. Bruford for single women, I would say be careful. Like, you need to know where you're going. Yeah, a young brother got stabbed in his chest, I believe, by another young man. Yes. Yeah. And everybody was so upset. They couldn't believe it. They said the other one was on drugs that stabbed him. Yeah. Yeah. And I heard he was married to some elderly white woman. I don't know what that situation was, but I know she was like heartbroken. Yes. Thank you. Blessings, all blessings. It's so good to see everybody. But yeah, like I said, the areas that I know repats are in, it depends. Like, if you go further out, you need a car, and that's the only reason why I haven't really kind of stayed in the village, because that's where I want to be. I know I'm on. I was kind of heartbroken when I heard, because when we hear black on black crime, it's always heartbreaking. But two young brothers, one loses his life, but then that other brother loses his life as well, because he going to jail. Talk about the justice system, right? The young brother that killed him, I heard, had been in trouble twice before for violent crimes, and they let him go. So this time they held him, like, that's it. So this is like his third strike type thing. But I don't know if he's taken lives before or not. You know what, Fly Books? That is why I needed to be near the water, right? Because the calling was, and mind you, I don't have to be on the beach, but I have to be able to see the water. And you can do that here, right? Because any of these coastal properties, any of the properties, really, if you build up high enough, you can see the ocean. So you can see the water. You don't have to be right on the beach. I just happened to, my realtor see, I told her I wanted to see a place. She told me she sent me other places, but I never saw them. She physically met me at this place. This was the first place she took me to. And I just fell in love with it. And I was like, this is the place. And it's crazy because, Africa is the only place that I've seen shooting stars. Yeah, I saw my first one when I came to Senegal when I was about 26 years old, and I saw 5 more when I came this time around. Yeah, but you can get it. You can get the ocean view. It's affordable. Yes. Thank you. Yes, I'm in my bed because the lights are out. I'm sorry, but I'm in my canopy. This is the bamboo bed that I had built. And like they said, y'all, be careful when you buy bamboo furniture. Oh, absolutely, Fly Books. Yes, yes, absolutely. She's open to helping others. She does charge a fee when she finds you your place, but she's on point. She's thorough. She, I feel like somebody calling me, y'all. Hold up. I'm gonna take y'all with me. We're gonna walk through this dark house. Let me see if somebody's calling me. It's so dark outside, y'all. Mm. Let me go to my door. I don't know what's happening. I guess they taking trash. Yeah. So that's the other thing. Trash is an issue, y'all. Do you know they still burning trash? Yeah, they burning trash, okay? Y'all hear the crickets? I should take y'all out on the patio. Let y'all hear this sound, because you can't see nothing. But I'll take you out so y'all can hear these crickets. Y'all hear this? See, you can't see nothing. Look at that. You can hear the ocean. Yeah, it's dark. It's still dark. Lights ain't come back on yet. I thought I heard somebody calling me, so that's why I went. Should nobody be calling me, but you know, hey, okay, y'all, I'm back. Sorry about that. You're so funny. Hey, Mosley. And Brother Mosley has been such a great supporter as well. He and THC came by a few times to see me. Mosley came by with his family. His mom has donated clothes. So it's been such a pleasure meeting everybody. And y'all know also THC has a shop. If y'all haven't made it out to the shop, I have not been to that part of the Gambia yet, but when I go, it's going to be just to go to his shop. Yes, yes. The crickets are huge. They're huge and they're black. And let me tell you, here's another story, y'all. The first day I go to go to the shop, there is a, what is this called? It wasn't a cricket. Oh, what is the other one called? I think it was a dragonfly. It wasn't a dragonfly either. Grasshopper. It was a grasshopper. There was a grasshopper as big as my hand right under the lock for my door. So I had to go there to put it right there. Huge, huge. So all these little signs that come to me, I'll be looking this stuff up. Oh yeah, you're gonna hear the crickets chirping. And you usually can hear the ocean waves as well. Like I wake up to the ocean. When I look out the window, the ocean is there. hmm Yes. Thank you, brothers, for coming in. Look, Audrey said cook them. Are you saying cook the crickets? Oh, Audrey, I'm gonna miss that. You're gonna have to miss me with that one. I think that's more of like a Japanese thing. Or did I see them doing that somewhere on the continent? No, I don't care if they chocolate covered, fried, steamed. I don't want none. Mm-mm. They just like big cockroaches to me. And roaches are a thing, a flying thing. Yeah. And I have to tell y'all, I was never a bug person until I came to the continent. I used to be one of them people like, ew, I'm not touching that. Now I will stomp on a bug with my bare feet. Yeah. Yes. I handles it for sure. Yeah, they fly for sure. They do. They do. But I'll be stepping on bugs. I will grab one with my hand and throw it outside. Yeah, no. Yeah, y'all gonna have to miss me with the bugs. I'm sorry. Even the birds. I told y'all, look at Michelle. Even the other day, this brother came by. He's a developer and he is said to be one of the biggest importers of goods, but did not want people to know who he was because he said they be trying to, block his stuff. But this brother had turkeys, y'all. Big, beautiful turkeys. I put it on a community post. I'm going to be doing a karate series soon because I went to a karate event. Let me tell you, the black ninjas, y'all. We got sisters and little brothers coming up as black ninjas. I'm telling you, it was fierce. Fighting for their belts. They were there doing demonstrations to show that they were ready for the next level of their belts, the brown belt, the yellow belt. And I was there for like 2 hours. Now, y'all know I'm a mess, so I'm just trying to figure out how to edit this video so that it's not so long and y'all can enjoy it, seeing all of them show what they knew. It was so impressive. It really was. I couldn't take my eyes off of them. And the whole village came out to watch, so it's really cool. Yeah. You will overcome your fear of bugs. Even geckos now. I'm so amazed when I see geckos. I just watch them. If it helps any, think of it as spirit, right? I don't want to kill bugs. I don't want to hurt them because everything I look up has had a message and it's been on point to what I was dealing with in the moment. So when I'm looking at it as spirit, that this could be an ancestor, this could be someone visiting, I'm not touching it. This is one of the creator's creations. I'm not touching it. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. And that's how you're going to overcome it. When you look at it like that, it's different. Like, for example, my son will tell you, Amon will tell you, I never liked bugs. I never liked mice. And you know, if you live in a city, it's mice. And we lived in Pennsylvania, it was country mice. So Amon and I were home, and I was thinking, you could put gloves on, hun, if it makes you feel better. You could put gloves on, or you could get a sock, or you can use a dustpan. For me, I went from a dustpan to my hand, right? But for me, it was the mice. And I was like, I can't be jumping up on no tables, and I have a son. What he gonna do? He gonna be there with his family and his wife, and he gonna be jumping on the table away from the mice? I can't have him acting like that. So I would get the dustpan, I would get a broomstick and all that, open a plastic bag, use the broomstick to flip the sticky trap in the bag, be grossed out, tying up the bag and throw the mouse out. But I would never scream and jump on chairs and all that because I didn't want him to have that example. You will overcome it. Yes, Keisha, you see what time it is. The cricket in your home is money. And how about when my business partner came to town, Global Green Book, there was a cricket, was a grasshopper right by the door, and we looked it up, and it meant prosperity and longevity. And it was right where we couldn't walk out the door because the grasshopper was there. And we both just looked at each other like, okay. And we tried to pick it up, you know, dustpan, sweep it out the door, and it kept coming back in the house. It would not leave the house. So I said, I got to leave it alone. Oh, thank you. Listen, y'all know this was one of my Goodwill finds. Look at this. I miss Goodwill, y'all. I miss Goodwill. Exactly. I put them outside. I don't touch them. And mice. You know why I don't like mice? Because my thing was, how do you fight a mouse? They could run up your pants leg. They have the advantage. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, let me tell you about mice. I had a neighbor from Panama. He came in my house, and me and my mother was on top of the table screaming about this mouse. So my brother goes to get his friend from Panama, and his name was Panama. We called him Panama. So Panama comes in. He's like, what's wrong? So we pointing at the mouse in the corner. This boy walks over there with his sneakers on, stomped the mouse out, grab it by the tail, and then got the nerve to show it to us. Talking about what's wrong with y'all. Yeah. See, I don't like cats. I don't like cats. I don't like cats. I will take a dog over a cat. Cats got like attitudes. Like maybe they just too human for me. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, mama. So you know when he brought the mouse to us, we was like, ain't nobody tell you we wanted it. Like, get it out the house. But he sure did. He stomped it. They are sneaky. Yes, Audrey. I don't care for cats. My mother used to tell a story about a cat, and I'm sure my Aunt Brenda would remember this, about this woman who left her cats home and had them home all day. And I guess they was mad that she didn't come back to feed them. Greetings, greetings. And they tore up her curtains, dragged their nails down the drapes, tore up her beautiful furniture, everything. And that's the story I remember about cats, you know. And it's funny because as a kid, I liked everything that was a baby. I liked kittens. I liked puppies. I would bring home stray animals. My mother would be like, why? Like, why do you keep bringing stuff off the street home? Yeah, they roll their eyes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. The wind is whipping, y'all. Wind is blowing. Power ain't coming back on, no, but the wind's blowing. Yes, yes. Now, am I answering y'all questions? Because I know we just talking, but I want to make sure I'm responding. Said, but her cat got an attitude. They do. Yes, that's true. I've seen cats fighting with water bugs. Greetings from Minnesota. Yes. Wentworth, Johnson. Blessings, blessings. I've actually been to Minnesota. and Missouri. Video where the girl be fighting with her cat and wrestling. Bye, sis. Blessings. The girl cat be attacking her and they be wrestling and stuff. I was like, what kind of craziness is this? Hold on, y'all. I'm losing my little scarf here, sliding off my head. I think I'll take it off. How about that? So yes. Oh, in case anybody's wondering, I'm locking. Do y'all see this? I'm locking now. So what had happened was, I said I was just gonna lock the ends of my hair, and then I would comb it out after it grew out. My hair said, no, you're not. Comb it out, y'all. It won't come out. Oh yeah, I don't know about that. All I know is Banjul. If y'all saw that video I did where all the ships were lined up in Banjul, that was it. Okay, Auntie Wendy, thank you for coming in. Blessings. Thank you, Bliss B. Yeah, I didn't intend to lock. I had locks for like 20 years, like all down my waist. And when I had my son, I cut all my hair off. So I really didn't intend to lock, but now I'm going to lock just the ends. I'm not going to retwist it. I'm just going to let it grow out because I really don't want to comb my hair. Yes, there's a lot of people from the UK that are doing locks. And there's lots of braiders because you know Gambian sisters braid. They braid their hair under them wigs. They do them little skinny braids. So there's a lot of braiders. So it would be interesting to open up a braid shop. You could have a shop where you had a bunch of braiders and offered services. That would be an option because there's nothing like that, right? There is a shop called Naughty Locks. I believe Brother Mosley goes to Naughty Locks and gets his hair done. So there are places where you can get braiding done, but not like how you see like in Harlem or other places where there's like 10 chairs and people lined up. You don't see that. They be doing hair outside. You could even get a barber in there because the barbers be outside as well, right on the street. Right on the street doing hair. That's how it's done. Thank you for coming in. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, he keep the hair on point. Kesha, I'm sorry, I missed the question. Can I find it? Kesha, what was your question? Those of you who have a busy day tomorrow, I completely understand. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Yes, honey. Kesha, I see the question now. I went back. You do. From what I understand, there's a tax process. Yeah, I haven't kind of done all of that yet because I didn't have my residency card, so I wasn't able to open my account yet. So once I get my account in order, then I will know about, the full registration process, the taxes and all of that. And your passport says that you're supposed to pay taxes in the... Is Sylvia here? Hey, Sylvia, blessings. Welcome. Greetings, African Empress. Yes, thank you all for coming in. Please hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and share this video. Any other questions for me? Please feel free. Just throw them in there. Hey, you so funny. Yes, your braids did look good. She got that hair. They can braid. Oh, somebody, Bliss B, what happened? You said you almost made it to Ghana. Just days away from my flight when they changed the entry requirements and this double bug that is a double. No, Bliss B, not that I know of. I haven't heard any. I'm sorry if my hand is over the camera, y'all. I'm trying to read the messages. Not that I know of. I haven't seen anything about that here. Yeah, actually, I'll have more information for you because someone is going to be coming in February, and I just contacted my friend from immigration, so he's supposed to be getting back to me. Yeah, you can't open a bank account without a residency card. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. I just went to open a regular account and a business account. So I was addressing both, and they were asking me for a residency card or ID. and they wanted some type of ID from here. Yes, there's a sister, Pan African Library. She's on Instagram that is opening a library here. There's a bookstore, $10 too. But again, it doesn't matter. There's never enough. So fly books, please. There's never enough. You could come and open your business and it would not be in competition with anyone. African Empress, okay. It's a beautiful place, and I'm sure like whatever you're coming and do, you'll be successful doing it. I remember someone said to me, like, what businesses would you recommend? And I told them, I can't even recommend anything. You're going to come here, you're going to want to do something and realize that you can't do it or you can't buy it, and that's your business. Literally, it's that simple. Yes, Bliss B, I think you should. You probably could, who could give you more information, y'all? Dwight the Mentor. Check out Dwight the Mentor. He works for the airline, so he usually knows all the entry requirements and stuff. Dwight the Mentor. I know he still has his YouTube channel. Check him out. Oh, Fly Books, thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. This was never about me like trying to be anything other than who I was. I just knew I didn't feel safe in the States, and it was a fight or flight thing for me. Yes, again, Dwight the Mentor, because Dwight was supposed to be going to Sierra Leone with his dad, but they were also coming to Gambia. So I know he's done extensive research, and they're supposed to be here soon. So check out Dwight the Mentor. But yeah, it was a fight or flight thing for me. I did not feel safe in the States. I really had a lot of anxiety, just like worried about what was going to happen. I was worried about my son, the safety. And, I was just like, he's grown, he's living his life. And I'm sitting here worrying and stressing over something I don't have control over. And I just was like, I don't want to live like this anymore. I just don't want to do it. And I just left. Yeah, nice, Jatan. I know, I can't wait till you come because you don't be there, Nikki. Thank you so much for joining in. Of course, please let me know when you come in if you need help with your visas or anything like that. I have good drivers when they're available, but absolutely. Yeah, I will not be one of those people who's like, oh, you subscribe to my channel, but then you get here and I don't have time for you. I'm not that person, but there are people like that. Yep. You make time for people that make time for you, for real. And that's the other thing about this YouTube thing, right? You'd be like, oh, you YouTube famous, but people forget, like, you wouldn't be where you are without the folks that supported you, for real. So I'm feeling really blessed right now that you all have even taken time out of your day, out of your schedules to be a part of this. It's my first live. We've been on for like 2 hours now, so I don't blame folks. It's like, yo, I gotta go to bed. I get it, but it's just so easy to talk to you and to answer your questions, and I know people are coming in at different times. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. I really do. Y'all know, and if you've been with me from the beginning, I don't do the fake stuff. I really don't. What you see is what you get, right? Oh, thank you, Bliss B. Please don't forget, follow up with Dwight for that information. And if I see anything, I'll get in touch with you as well. Okay, Sylvia, thank you. Yes. Thanks so much for coming in, family. Yes, he is. He's a good brother. THC also looks out. Mosley, Bag. That's your folks. That's going to always be consistent and be role models, if you will. Like for me, like, folks are pioneering. They doing things people haven't done. They have businesses. They have their families. And they keep them out of the limelight, and I get it. I see why, because it's some trifling folks out here, some really mean people, with all their trauma, displaced trauma, and they look for somebody to take that stuff out on. Oh, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you for coming. And please, like I said, y'all know where this shop is. When you get to the Gambia, you gotta come by. Come by. Let's have some tea. Let's talk. You know, cup of American coffee if you're a coffee drinker. Hopefully, Global Green Book will be here making her Ethiopian food, and she can hook y'all up. And you know, I'll do it old school with the potato salad and curry. So we gonna make it happen for sure. So please, y'all, any more questions? Legal process. Can we talk about legal? You are so welcome. Greetings. Oh, you're welcome. I'm just going to the legal thing real quick. I'm gonna stay on for about another 20 minutes, and whoever wants to go, I completely understand. Legal stuff. Understand that when something happens here, it ain't no calling 911. That's not an option. And this is why a lot of times you see people taking things into their own hands, because there's no legal process here. Greetings, Marcel. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm good. Thank you so much for coming in. All is well. I love Gambia, quite honestly. People say to me all the time, like, how you feel about Gambia? And I love it. It's peaceful. It's beautiful. Y'all can hear the crickets. Like, I have the ocean, beautiful melanated people, healthy food. I don't need nothing else. Really. I don't. And y'all, right? Hello? I'm good. If I need to know what's popping, what's going on, I can jump right on here and talk to y'all. And the interesting thing is, this COVID thing was a blessing. This pandemic was a blessing in disguise, because it brought people together that would have never met. He's actually in the chat, Marcel. He's in the chat. Amon is in the chat, unless he's falling asleep, because I know he's working at night now. Yeah, he's with us. My baby came in. It brought, I would have never gotten to meet you all. How else would we have connected if it was not for this pandemic? Right? It's bringing people together from all over the world, all over the country. So it was a reason for it. It was a purpose. And I feel so blessed and honored to be associated with Africa or Cuba or whatever, because we know the African diaspora is all over the world. Wherever you felt pulled to is where you should go. For real. But I think Africa is so big, it has to be a place. Thank you. Yeah, the win-win page. Yeah, I have a lot of fun doing that, because you know, I had started saying I was going to take the channel in more of a business direction to see how the business is going. And it's just a lot of fun being in the store. Like, I love getting up and opening up my shop every day. I just love doing that. Going to the shop, watching it grow, watching it expand. I'm excited for, you know, my business partner to get back so we can make moves, because I know it's only great things from this point forward. Thank you for that. And you all are welcome there. You know that when you come, subscribers, that's like your home base. That's going to be your repat retreat, to come and be able to sit in and have a cup of coffee and get the scoop on what's going on and what's the hot spots to eat, you know, and to be careful, right? To tread lightly with certain folks, because their reputations will not be known to you. Yes, wait, I see something about the ancestors. I missed that. Let me see if I can find it. Jatan. Floyd. Yes, their sacrifice, right? Lives taken away, the blood, literally. But when you know what you know that spirit never dies. And so now, like you said, they are our ancestors. We are our ancestors. I remember one day looking in the mirror, and I thought I saw my mom, and I was like, damn, I'm looking like my mother. Duh. Of course, that's it. They didn't ask for it, but they were chosen. Yeah. Yes. Because we all needed to wake up heavy. Yes, Marcel. And you know what? We just talked about that. The business will really depend on not what you want to do, but what is needed, right? You may come here with something else in mind. See, health insurance is hard, Savvy, because I remember trying to find out if my insurance would be good here, and it wasn't. They do have international health insurance plans, but you know the hospitals here prefer that you pay for everything. They want you to pay for things. They pay cash, right? I did a video where I paid for like everything because I thought I was sick and I had to, do a battery of tests on me. Okay, I saw something about son staying. Let me see. We text a lot, not as much as I would like because I would really rather be talking to him, but I know he's working. You know what? All I could think of was I never liked coddled men. Yeah. And he's a good man. So what are you holding on to? He has to live his life. He's going to have a wife one day. And of course, you'll always be the mother, but I don't know. For me, it was a matter of he's ready. And I don't know that I really let go, because quite honestly, he is with my ex-husband. So I kind of felt like I took care of him for all of these years with very little assistance. So now it's your turn. You get to have him all to yourself, which is what you always wanted. You physically have him, but emotionally, of course, that's my baby. But I don't feel like I let go, quite honestly. I felt like he just, he's with his father, and I'm good with that. Healthcare is cheap. Yeah. Like I said, I did a video on that where I talked about the cost of, like, I don't know. I think I paid $40 for everything. That's when I wasn't feeling well and I wasn't sure if I had malaria, any of that. Because y'all know I didn't do no shots. I didn't do no malaria shots. I didn't do no yellow fever. I had yellow fever over 10 years ago, so I was good. I didn't have to repeat that. I had yellow fever shot and malaria shot when I went to Senegal many years ago. So I didn't have to repeat yellow fever. If you know you're going to be here, it might be something you want to consider because you are going to get bit. You say he has a fiance, it's my issue. Yeah. Because bottom line is, it's not like you're leaving. He knows where you are and he can be with you. But you know what? I don't look at it as leaving family behind. Look at it like you are forging away. You are going to prepare something in case something goes down there. Don't look at it as leaving them behind. Yeah. Because everybody's not going to be awake at the same time you are. Right? Yes. No. I haven't, again, I'm confirming this for y'all now, but I have not heard about any other shots being required in the Gambia. You get the COVID test, not the vaccine. No, I didn't get yellow fever. You don't have to get yellow fever. It's recommended or suggested. It's not required. Yes. Because think about it. If you stay with your family and you know something's going down, you feel something is going down, who has prepared a, a refuge, a safe space? If you're there, you can't do that if you're there. So somebody has to be the one to forge out to go do that. Is the president respected there? He is. He is. There were people unhappy about the elections. But like I said, I had an artist in my shop that was painting the president's picture. like he had commissioned him. And the man didn't even know he was painting his picture, but I really was hoping he would get to see it because this guy was serious that he had to paint the president's picture. Okay, I'm looking. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to see the chat. I haven't seen where they do anything special with sickle cell. I don't even know if many people are familiar with it. So I would say if you that's an issue, you need to make sure you locate a specialist and a hospital that directly addresses that, because a lot of repats have come here and opened up facilities. Yeah. Okay, good. Jetan, that's right, because she probably left here the most recent. Yes, black butterfly. Yes, absolutely. And when you go, that's when everybody else will wake up, right? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. You have to be the one to go. So I know people thought I was tripping. They was like, so when you coming back? I was like, did I buy a round trip ticket? Because last time I checked, I bought my ticket one way. Hmm. And know that it takes courage to do what you're doing, right? Everybody that is here now, we are here because we are supposed to be here. We have to maintain these connections and make sure we are moving forward because we already know what's happening in Babylon, right? We know what's happening. You can feel it. And other people are just kind of moving like they are programs in the matrix. They just don't get it. Yes, absolutely. Because I have to tell you, right before I left, something came over me like, you sure you want to do this? Are you sure? I just knew. I just knew. Like, I didn't really have too much doubt, but I did have that fear, that way of the matrix trying to put doubt in my mind. Yeah. There's lots of herbs for you to take when you come here as well, right? Neem, you can get it right off the tree. Neem, moringa, all this stuff. I'm trying to find the chat, y'all, looking for these messages. Oh, fly books, I'm so glad. I'm glad. Yeah, any fears you have, put them aside because your mission is bigger, your purpose is bigger. Absolutely. And so, I used to look at videos and I would see people sipping tea all the time. And I'm like, well, damn, how much tea can they drink? Or are they just doing this to say, oh, I'm sipping the tea, like I got information to tell. But now I realize they were acting preventatively. They're drinking herbal tea. They're drinking neem. I'm getting stopped up, y'all. Getting stopped up. My mucus, like, because the weather here, there's a lot of dust this time of year and allergies, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Saeed. Appreciate you. Family, please support Saeed's store. Yes, y'all got to get out to the store. If you haven't gotten out there, I already told him I have not been to that area of the Gambia, but when I do go, I will be out there. Yeah. So teas, we were talking about herbs. Y'all saw me do a video on lemongrass, moringa, eucalyptus. Just sip your teas. If you're feeding all of that into your body, you're fine, right? That's all you have to do. Just keep your system strong. And you know what? When you're coming, bring your elderberry. Like I bought a lot of elderberry with me because that's not something you see here. You're not going to see any berries here, by the way. Ain't no blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, boysenberry. Ain't none of that, right? So bring your seeds and get your stuff going because they don't have that stuff here. But I did bring a lot of elderberry syrup with me as well as tablets. That's what I bought with me. And I've been taking all my vitamins and stuff. Take your vitamins. You may want to even kind of double your dosages when you know you're about to travel. I know, Black Butterfly. I'm so sorry for that. But that's how I felt. That's exactly how I felt. And I have to tell you, know what's crazy? When I'm here, I am calm. I don't feel like I have to be on a defensive. I don't have to wait for somebody to say something slick or somebody to try to get over or wonder if I'm being treated this way because or know that I'm being treated this way because I'm Black, right? Thank you, humble Gambian. I hope y'all are taking note of that. What's that? Kinkenliba? Kinkenliba. I told y'all my Gambian, I'm working on it, y'all. Working on it. Yeah. Okay, let me see I missed that last message. Yeah, I was just talking about how I felt being here. Um, and I don't have those issues. Yes. It's in you. It's your ancestors. Your ancestors are with you. When your ancestors are with you, it's a different feeling, isn't it? They're with you. They are guiding you for this trip. So depend on them. You're not by yourself. You probably feel alone physically. In the physical realm, you are alone, but in the ancestral realm, they are there. I remember Future from Limblake saying something about 400 times 400 ancestors had your back, like 400,000 by the time they did the numbers, some research she had did. And I always thought that was interesting, right? The research. Yes. Yes, Marcel. Yeah. But it's not a coincidence that I'm in your head. We are all connected. We are connected because our purposes have connected us. Our journeys have connected us. Hmm. Right? From the neighbors to the people you encounter, we are connected. So, you know what's interesting? I did a video on copycats and agents in the Gambia. And I thought about that and I was like, there's a difference between people with similar talents coming together versus people with no talent trying to imitate. You see the difference? So I can be an artist and you can be an artist, but you may paint abstracts and I may do graffiti. We're not doing the same thing, but our work is equally as valuable. And that's what this is, right? Audrey, I think it was talking about the course. Get that skill center open. You don't have skill centers like that here. You have people that want to be certified for, just basic computers. I remember career centers that you had to sign up for in the States, right? To show that you had like resume writing, um, basic computer skills, uh, whatever. Like, just can you turn the computer on type thing? Can you send an email? People don't know how to do that here. So you could have a skill center. Yes, fly books. Yeah, copycats and agents, because you have people that see some of the groups are a little difficult to be in as well because you'll be going to these meetings, right? Because you don't have these groups that they claim they're coming together as a diaspora, and people are sitting there saying their ideas about what they want to do, and there's always that one person who's not saying nothing, but they're going to run and they're going to try to go do your idea before you do. And then you're like, hold up, what just happened? I was just talking about this, and now this person going to run and do what I'm doing. But you can't even get upset because you cannot copy an original. Like the original is going to be the original because of what it brings, right? It's an original thought process. It's coming from a unique individual. It's not for so much you could copy. Whatever you're going to do is going to be what you're going to do, and it may not be as effective because it's not coming from the core. It's not coming from the heart. It's not coming from the mind. It's coming from something superficial and unrelated. So that probably won't be very successful either. And if it is, it'll be low budget. It just is what it is. Yes, that's it. But see, some people are scared to step into the momentum because you think that what is happening to you is a coincidence, and it's not. It's not a coincidence. It's very intentional. Pay attention to your dreams. And I know Blooming Woman, she can account for this. And I gotta give a shout out to Blooming Woman, because this sister, when I tell you I've been experiencing some things, and when I go to look it up, her videos pop up for me. Yes. Take your idea, but not your execution. I love that. Yes. So when I go look up these videos, her videos pop up for me, and it's usually on point. Dragonflies, butterflies. Um, there was a few things, certain birds, right? A lot of mourning doves come around me. Yeah. She Blooming Womb Man. She was in the chat. WOMBMAN. She does like numbers and astrology, and she does readings. Young, beautiful sister. She was in Gambia. She had some videos where she was in the Gambia as well. Yes, Blooming Woman. Yeah, you should see her in the chat as well, unless she's out now. But she was in the chat earlier. You'll see her name. Yeah, exactly. You can't copy what you don't really know. Yes, yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Corey. Yes. Now, Corey, I know you were going to Ghana. So, what is happening with that for you? I think everyone has kind of had to rethink their plans now. I'm telling you, I was shocked when I found out that the Ghana political system folded and fell for this nonsense. I really was surprised because Ghana usually takes a lead with this stuff, and I'm surprised the diasporans there are not flipping right now. Excuse me 1 second, y'all. I'm still here, so send your questions. Okay, I'm back. I feel like I have to blow my nose. Yeah, this time of year here, you know how when you're in the States and it's winter time and you have to grease up your skin because your skin gets real dry, your mouth gets dry. Oh wow. Okay. All right. I understand. You have to delay your plans because of what's happened. I get it. Well, there's plenty of countries for you to visit in the meantime. There's something oh, was that Rwanda? What's happening January 12th? I thought that might have been Ghana. Are you asking for my store location, Savvy? Senegambia? Yeah, Senegambia. Oh, Happy Companion. Uh, THC, Brother Saeed's store is in Jambin, right? Did I say that correctly? Can you put that in the chat, brother? Where your store is? Because Savvy Entrepreneur is in town with her dad, so she can make a visit to you as well. And for anyone else that may be local or coming to the Gambia, y'all can check out THC. Yes. Yeah, I can't. You know what? I think there's a part of me that's like, I know it's coming, but it is my hope that I'll be living off the grid by then. There's another great group that I'm a part of that I forgot to mention. There's a group for landowners, Gambian women that are landowners that are building in the Gambia, because a lot of females, like we talked about earlier, have problems with some of the men here doing business. So there's actually a land group with women that are landowners that are building. They also have a Facebook group. I'm learning a lot from them. I'm learning a lot from them. And I actually sent the link out to a couple of you all who I knew were coming here or were going to be building. I have a lot of connections with people in the group. So I thought they would be really good resources. Let's see, did I miss any messages, y'all? Yeah, THC store location is Jam and Jelly. I'm hoping he writes that in the chat because y'all know this is my first chat, so I don't really want to start writing and lose people. Yeah. And so far, Gambia is, holding strong. I don't really know. I do want to visit some other countries. I'm hoping to get to go to Mali and Rwanda. Aw, thank you, Yaya. Blessings. Appreciate you. Ancestors, may they look out for you as well. Yes. All right, family. Wow, we've been on for 2.5 hours. I didn't think I could do a long. I was like, oh, it's probably only going to be an hour. Maybe that many people won't come on. But listen, I'm amazed right now. I feel so blessed. Really, thank you all so much. Any other questions before we wrap up? We're at 2:35. I guess I'll have to do another live soon. Fly Books, thank you. I really appreciate it. And please, y'all, if my son is still in the chat, I love you and I miss you. And we'll talk soon. And thank you for joining in. I know you probably were still at work or just coming in from work. And I want to thank you all for coming in this evening. And for the parents, forge the way for your children. I appreciate you moving to the Gambia. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I'll do another live soon. I will. I will do a live from the shop because we got to talk about that whole business piece. It looks like we got some spam. So please, somebody, moderator, grab that, please. I don't know what that is. It looks like Russian writing or something. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that is. But I'm going to let y'all go. It's late. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for popping in, for supporting. I appreciate you. For all the other YouTubers that were in the chat. Bag Family, Global Green Book, Jatan, Savvy Entrepreneur, anybody that has a YouTube channel, please follow each other, family. Follow each other. Yes, I would like to go to Nigeria as well. I was a little, I don't know, it wasn't on my initial plan, but now with everything that's happening, hackers come out of Nigeria, so I'm a little curious. But I did want to go to Mali as well as Rwanda because I want to see Auntie Wendy. And maybe Tanzania. Not so much now, though. I don't know. But thank you all for popping in. Please follow each other's channels. And I'll be going through the chat to make sure I follow everyone as well. Have a good night, everybody. Blessings. May the ancestors keep you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Please thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share, and check out the membership. We'll be doing some private videos as well for you all where we'll talk about some of the other things that are going on in the Gambia. Blessings, Andrew. Blessings. Thank you so much. All right, family. I'm going to say goodnight to you all. Hopefully the power will come back on at some point. Have a good night. Talk to you all soon. Thank you for coming in. Blessings. Okay, wait. Sorry. Brother Saeed put his shop. Okay, I did say it right. Jambin Jelly. Near the big mosque at the Brikama and Sanyang Junction. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Brother Mosley, Brother Saeed, Black Butterfly. Thank you all so much. All right, y'all.
I'm gonna wrap it up now.